Hello and welcome to the Scott Sportscast MMA Coaches Corner Fight Night Adesanya versus Paula Costa predictions. So I'm joined today with my co-host, my brother in arms. I guess you could say my twin in arms. George Scott, how you doing?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Scott Sportscast.
Dude, I'm just too excited for this fight card, man. It's
I know. I can't
fight,
wait.
fight Island. We're we're going. We're going back to Abu Dhabi.
We're about 24 hours away. Fighters may or may not have made weight. We'll talk about that. So, what's going on? How you doing today?
Doing good, man. Had a few quizzes and tests, and still got to go pick up my groceries. But I mean, busy but eventful, I guess you'd say. Just anticipating, waiting for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to see some of these fights because they're gonna be good. Gonna be
Yeah.
good.
Feels like Christmas morning. You're just trying to go to bed as soon as possible. That way you can wake up and it'll be Christmas Day. Except it'll be Fight Island.
Oh yeah. Um, I appreciate them fighting at the time that they're fighting over there, just so that it stays our time over here. Keeps that continuity for us, but hey, fighters got to adjust. I don't even know if that's the middle of the night or middle of the morning.
Big time difference there.
So let's start out with our first fight. We have Ahim uh, da, uh, Duwadu versus Zabara to Tokagov. The Russian. Yeah, I mean, some tough names. So we have Hakeem here at 11-1-1. This guy, he's pretty solid. Never quits. Man, he got whooped, and just held on, held on. Took punishment, deep submissions, got out of them, and what I do like about him is he is a volume striker. He likes to throw good combinations, likes to end with a kick, which I always praise. But the only problem with him is that he doesn't really have any finishing power. I mean, uh, he's just a volume striker, so I don't see him being too much of a threat, and not really a threat on the ground. But his opponent, the Russian Zabara, he 19-4-1. He he's a wild, very aggressive uh striker. He's got power. He's if he smells blood, he's gonna finish the fight. Um he's just one of those guys who actually has a good amount of power in the flyweight division. Very explosive. He's gonna put it on you. So I think in this fight that I'm gonna go with the fellow Russian here. Um, I just see him overwhelming Hakeem, and he's just gonna be able to. He's the one who's gonna be able to finish the fight if the fight gets finished. So, so I'm going with the Russian on this one.
Yeah. Um, this fight can definitely go either way. Um, Z Zabara, right?
Yeah,
Or Zubara?
yeah, Zubera.
Zubera. Okay, so he has pretty good left hook. Um, Drops a lot of people with it, but he's pretty quick. Um, and what was the other guy's name?
Hakeem.
Duwadu?
Yeah,
Hakeem Duwadu. Yeah,
Uadu.
he's pretty solid. He's a well-rounded guy. Good at everything, not really great at one thing in particular. Um, Volume striker. Um, he can probably get this decision win. Um, if Zabir he doesn't get the knockout, I'm not sure how his endurance is gonna be. Is he a good endurance fighter?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And does he carry that power into the later rounds?
Yes.
That's
But
what
I
we
don't
got to see.
I don't think most of them have really gone that far, so
All right. Well, give me the Russian here, fellow Russian. Um, I don't know what's really gonna happen here at the 125 division. Um, I mean, Henry Cejudo vanquished the belt. Uh, let's see, at 125 and 135.
yeah.
So not too many people on the roster in the flyweight division. So we'll see if these guys can bring some excitement back and maybe get some people talking about the flyweights. Because right now there's no buzz. It's not exciting. So if this Russian comes out here, gets a huge knockout, puts flyweights right back on the map with the champion. So we'll see. Yeah, give me the Russian here with the knockout.
It'll be interesting that race at the top. So so
But
okay.
yeah, I can easily see this going to decision though. Like it's not my pick for fight of the night. Let's just say that.
All right. So next up we have Catlin Viara versus Sajara Eubanks. I feel like this is like the third time we've talked about Eubanks since we started the podcast, and it's because it
Because it
is.
pretty yeah, because it is. And since she's been on the podcast, she's 2-0.
Yep, and both of them by decision, but she did knock off the 10-1 Avila. So now
Decisive.
she's fighting another 10-1 fighter um with a judo background. Eubanks got her black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I don't know. I expect this fight to go to the ground. Um Eubanks has been hot, but I mean, man, she's been fighting recently. At a certain point, it's gonna have to take a toll on.
Um,
Um,
Tell that to Chimave to Kazmat.
yeah, I'm sorry, Eubanks, but I'm gonna have to go against you on this one. I'm gonna have to go with the judo background, Kathleen. She she's kind of new to MMA. She has decent hands, but was it her? Yeah, yeah, she did get knocked out though.
Yeah, she got knocked out real bad.
She got caught with a mean left hook. Start circling away towards the power hand. So, or no, it was a lead hook. So yeah, didn't keep her hands up while she was circling. So uh ate that hook, put her night night. So that was her only loss. You know what? I think this is the fight that she does get back on track. I think I think it's either gonna make her more hungry or it's gonna discourage her. So I'm interested to see her mental mindset stepping into this fight because either she's gonna be calloused or she's gonna be rattled. Um, and that's gonna decide whether she wins or loses this fight. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Caitlin or Cat Lynn on this one.
Yeah, I definitely think that she looks better in this fight after taking that big knockout. But I'm going with Eubanks. I think she's on a 2-fight win streak. She's gaining that momentum. You know, she had a lot of hype, a lot of potential when she first started in the UFC. But I think she's really coming to her zone, and I think she edges this one out, gets a good decision win, maybe even a split decision. I just think she's hot. She's been fighting this year. Um, let's see, she got knocked out in December, so she hasn't fought in almost a year. Maybe that ring rust catches her off guard. But you never know how this coronavirus has affected everybody in their training camps. It's hard to see in depth with these smaller cards.
Eubanks has
But what? Oh yeah, so yeah, give me Eubanks with the decision win here. I think she gets it done. She's been hot. I think she finishes out the year strong here. So give me Eubanks with the decision, maybe even a split decision.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, to me, this one is
But yeah, Vieira's no joke though. I mean, she beat Kat Sagano with a submission, I believe. TKO'd TKO'd somebody and also got a decision win. So you
it's
know
all.
she's a gamer. Just got caught with a hook, but I think Eubanks is just a hotter fighter right now, more prime, ready to go.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So we differ here. I beg to differ, sir.
Started a game we never got to finish.
So here we go. Our next fight. We have Kai Kara France versus uh Brendan Royval. So we have Kai at 21 and 8, and then we have Brandon at 11 and 4. Mm, I like Kai has more of a killer instinct.
Don't blink
Um,
being his
yeah,
nickname.
yeah. So very, very, very explosive. This guy. He he's one of those that has like the fast hands in the division.
Hmm.
So you can't let him just kind of tee off on you because he's gonna catch you. But Saval or what is his name? Oh, Royval. Yeah, Royval, Raw
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah, man, this guy's got he's got great submissions. I mean, he's very
Yeah.
good at his back. Um, eh, I mean, it's not just that like, oh, he's catching someone with the rear naked choke. No, I mean like he's working transitions off his back, getting into rubber guard, pilates. I mean, he's just doing everything, and he knows when to switch, when to keep it, when to go. Um, I like him in this fight. I think it's eventually going to go to the ground, and I don't know if Kai's going to be able to hang there. I don't know if he's going to be able to land that knockout shot before it happens. Um, I almost want to say it reminds me of kind of like a young Damian Maya with maybe some better hands. So, so I'm going, I'm going with Brandon on this one.
Okay.
I,
So
I think it's going to be my submission of the night.
nice. All right. So Mr. Don't Blink over here. He got the fast hands, but the thing about fighting fast fighters, so if you're Roy Bell and you're a ground guy, you got to get to the clinch. It's hard to get a clinch on a speed volume striker. Like, so somebody like Colby Covington or GSP, people that have good volume striking, they throw, 4 or 5 punches instead of 2 or 3. It's hard to get in on them. It's hard to grab them because you have something coming at your face. And I don't know if Roy Bell, with his footwork and his ability to change angles and get to the clinch, is going to be there. He has to kind of hope that Grant's here doesn't just he's kind of got to hope that he puts his back against the cage and puts himself in a bad position, because I don't really see Roy Bell working his way inside with the striking. But if once it goes to the ground, it's a whole different universe. And Roy Bell has a huge advantage. But I see a 15-minute decision here. You're going to see a lot of strikes from France, but I don't think you're really going to see a big knockout shot, or I just think it's going to be a lot of salt and pepper. Uh, so give me France here winning a decision. It won't be boring, but it won't be exciting, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Going unanimous.
Yeah, I'm going unanimous, 2 rounds to 1 type of thing.
Gotcha. All right. So next up, our co-main event and our first title fight. For the light heavyweight interim title, we have Dominique, the youngster, the Devastator Reyes, taking on an equally as dangerous Jan. How do we say that name?
Blanowicz.
Alanowicz. Yep. All right. So
How to say that one?
yeah, I'm like but so we have Reyes versus Jan.
Call him Jan.
Possibly. Oh yeah, I wasn't even gonna try it. I know my limits. But so, oh man, dude, this possibly fight of the night with the main event. One of these two are definitely getting it.
I mean, they both might get.
I see somebody getting stopped this fight. I see a KO/TKO probably in the second or third round. We all know Reyes, the NCAA two-time all-conference defensive player. He was a DB. Didn't make it in the NFL, didn't get drafted. No, nobody wanted to get a tryout. So what did he do when his dream died? Took all of that, bottled it up, and started learning martial arts, and eventually started competing, and he's just been rolling ever since, man, knocking everybody out. Seems like if he doesn't knock him out, he chokes him out. Uh, just came off that tough fight with was it Yol?
Who?
Uh, Reyes's last fight.
Just came off that tough fight with John Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought he won that fight. I really thought he won that fight, man. John
Yeah.
Jones proved to me that he won that fight.
Yeah. The only thing is you got to beat the champion, and he didn't beat the champion. He left it to the judges to decide who won, and that's the only reason why he didn't win. But
Name when it's that
but
close.
here's the thing. There ain't no champion this time. They're fighting for the belt, so it's equal. It's fair. Ain't nobody got an advantage. with the judges or anything. So it's whoever wins this fight is the new king, the new Iron Throne, or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and then you have just the powerhouse and the bruteness of his opponent, Jan, man. I mean, he'll just stand in front of you and just keep throwing. Just doesn't seem like he gets tired. Um yeah. I don't see this fight really needing to go to the ground or wanting to go to the ground. It might be one of those who lands first and just stuns the other person, takes them out of the fight early.
I could see this going 1 minute. I can see this going 25 minutes. I do not know what's going to happen, and that's why I'm so excited.
Uh, like I said, man, these guys are going to be throwing power at each other the entire time. So I think maybe once we get to the championship rounds, we might get a stoppage. I'm gonna go with Reyes. I'm going Reyes, Team Reyes. I thought he beat John Jones. I thought he looked amazing in that fight. And I think it's going to carry over and just make him even more hungry that he didn't win that belt. So now it's his chance to claim it. He ain't going to let it slip away twice. Jan has just an equal shot of winning the fight, man.
Oh,
So
man.
bad. Oh,
All right. So, yeah. Let's see. Dominic Reyes, California boy, really good, well-rounded fighter. He uses his angle super well. He really, you know, outstruck Jones, and he made it look easy. He was just hopping around back and forth. Got tired in those championship rounds, but I think he really that really taught him to be able to go 25 minutes since he did it before, and he knows what he's got to do. And my favorite part is that his brother is his trainer, and they're just like us, kids that kind of grew up loving martial arts and then ended up pursuing a career in it. And then getting in the cage, doing your thing,
my
and
brother.
then I'm a boxing trainer, so it's just fun seeing kind of the path that we are headed down, and that these guys are gonna be there at the highest level competing for the belt. So
Oh, yeah.
and then but Jan, man, this guy is I love him, man. He is which is for real. And this is a true number one versus number two fight, and the winner does deserve to be the champion. Blanowich, man, he put Corey Anderson to sleep. He put
Mm.
Rockhold to sleep. This guy, when he hits you with his legendary Polish power, man, he really doesn't let you recover. He finishes fights, but sometimes he likes to sit there and wait for the receipt. He, like Tony Atlas says, he goes into the store, gets his groceries, and then waits for the receipt. No, just get out of there. You don't need that receipt. Don't wait for those punches to answer back.
Yeah.
Just get out the store. But he stays there. But he's good in the clinch, got good power. But this is a true man. I really don't know what's gonna happen. If it ends in a minute, it's Blanowich. If it goes 25 minutes, then give me Reyes, because Reyes is gonna be the better endurance fighter. He's a bigger guy. Oh man, he's better, but like you said, it could be somebody getting taken out of this fight early. But Reyes looks ready. Blanowich looks ready. Blanowich is just a killer. Reyes is a killer. And oh man, I don't know who to take because I really like both these guys.
I know, man. It's like
Give
I
me,
don't want to pick, but I had to.
give me, give me, man,
I know.
Reyes. Give me Reyes
Reyes.
with
Oh,
knockout of the night. Reyes.
I like it because that's what I have. Oh, I thought you were going the other way there for a second.
I want to so bad, but
I'm like,
I just, man.
I mean, it probably change on fight night. Who knows?
I don't know because it's hasn't stopped changing.
Exactly.
By the time we get done recording, I'm gonna be like Blandwich all day. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like Reyes.
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna eat some breakfast. I'm gonna be like Blandwich.
It's gonna be
So,
wiping away sweat.
but yeah, so we're both taking Reyes then.
Yeah, man. After this card's over, I'm just gonna be wiping sweat, trying to catch my breath, take a cold shower to calm down, because this thing might just be one of the fight cards of the year. And we haven't even got to the main event, which
You know
is
what though?
equally fight of the night worth. What's that?
Is like you could have just cut this card off with these two fights. Like they could have sold just these two fights, man. These are some great, highly anticipated fights.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to our main event of the evening. Introducing first, we have the straight up villain, the action hero, uh, Negator, the
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 eraser.
Paulo just gonna beat your ass, Costa, man. This guy looks like he challenges everybody he meets to hand-to-hand combat. Uh,
As well he should.
and man, give me this Miami Vice villain any day of the week um, to fight somebody.
You're gonna be on GTA 6.
He is brutal. He has heavy hands. He throws with volume, with equal power. Forever. This guy does not gas out throwing punches, man. He just delivers. If he smells blood, man, it is over. The only thing I don't like about him in this fight is that he does leave opportunities for counter striking, which is one of his opponent's strengths. But man, talk about a bruiser. Even if you win this fight, or even if you win the decision, you'll lose the fight against Costa. It's just not worth it. But then you have his opponent, the flashy entrances, the last style bender, Israel, the middleweight champion of the world, Adesanya. Oh, and man, is this also undefeated fighter every bit as good, if not better. Um, Adesanya, he's so versatile. He he's a gamer. He's pinpoint accurate with his striking. He I'm surprised he didn't finish Anderson Silva. Um,
Silva
but
is a good striker. He knows how to not really get knocked out, with his technique. Doesn't really put himself in position to take bad shots. And when you're playing a chess match with a technical guy, it forces you to be technical. So both guys were technically on, but Adesanya was just better that night for sure.
yeah, I mean he pieced him up. But then we had I mean the slew of people he's finished just goes on and on and on and on. He's the champion for a reason. He's at the top of his game. Give me this fight 3 times a year. I
Could
say if
be.
anybody's gonna dethrone Adesanya right now, it is Paulo Costa. I think that if he comes out there and he puts a couple punches and he hurts Adesanya early, throw him off of his game plan, takes away that speed a little bit. I think Paulo Costa might be able to land a lot of big punches. He might win this fight just due to significant strikes or a TKO. He's feeling confident. He just got his black belt. I mean, we'll debate whether that's a real black belt or not, but yeah, regardless, placebo effect, he's going in there confident. He's gonna let his hands go because he ain't worried about the fight going to the ground. But it comes down to one of those: is he gonna freeze in the limelight? Is he gonna be like a Tyron Woodley? Is he gonna be a Josh Koscheck? Is he gonna, where these guys just they have all the talent in the world until Donald Cerrone until it's a title fight, and then just lock up and not throw and be hesitant all night. If Paulo Costa decides to throw some hands, give me the villain. Give me Paulo Costa, new champ at 185 pounds. Adesanya tried to touch him at the weigh-ins. That never works out.
So, here's what happened. Well, anyway, so we're going to go with the breakdown here. We got Paulo Costa, big power guy, bull. He's just going to walk you down and punch holes through you. He's looking to Mike Tyson his way in there. But here's the thing. 25 minutes is a long time to try to bull somebody down. He's got great endurance, great conditioning. I really like how he tailored his training camp to focus around him only and not say like a gym like Greg Jackson where they got a bunch of world-class fighters, so they're sharing that attention with each other. Well, with Paulo Costa, all the attention's on him and getting him ready. So it's a specific, so I really like that. But I just think that Adesanya's footwork, his precision, I just think, he's a great puncher, great kicker. Paulo Costa is just a great puncher. Boxer versus kickboxer. And here's what people forget. Paulo Costa has only had 13 pro fights. Yeah, he's 13-0. He reaches all of his goals that he sets. He's confident, as deservingly so, but he's still very green. I think that this experience gap really is going to make a difference because Adesanya, yeah, he's 19-0. He has a world title defense. He's gone 25 minutes. He showed that he can win it in round 5.
He
But
has
also,
and unified it.
what people forget is that he's had over 80 kickboxing fights. This guy is comfortable in a fight. It's what he does. He's natural. He does himself. He's got the Naruto seal tattooed on him. This guy's got heart. This guy is a warrior. He's willing to die for what he believes in, and he does it for himself. He doesn't do it for the fans. He doesn't do it for attention, for money. He does it because it's who he is, and that's why Adesanya is winning this fight, because his experience and his love for fighting. It's it's definitely the guy's going to try to come in here and bull rush him, but angles, timing, and precision, it'll get you a lot further than just power.
I mean, it's
Power and walking forward. I mean, like, I love that style too. I have a Paulo Costa style. I mean, we all think that we can just walk somebody down, put their back on the cage, and punch them. But then whenever they start bouncing around, changing angles on you, hitting you with things that you're not used to, yeah, you're not going to be able to really get anywhere.
yeah, use
But
your
I will say I am taking Israel Adesanya by knockout and winning the second knockout of the night award. Yeah, that's right. There's going to be 2 KO awards and no submission award tonight or tomorrow night.
Okay, bold take.
Double. That's a spicy, bold take for you guys. Double performance bonuses here. 2 KOs of the night.
So
Give it to Adesanya. I think he's just his experience, his technique, his footwork, and his comfortability with being in these big time fights with these striking battles is just gonna pay the difference.
yep. I think Roy Vol's gonna get submission of the night. And then I believe that Dominique Reyes will get knockout of the night. But I mean, man, I mean, I have a hard time wanting to put my money up on any of these fights. So, like,
I know this is such a great card because anything could happen in these fights. It's not gonna go down the way we all just kind of think. There's gonna be some craziness going on.
I mean, there might be more than one upset. Parlay for me is like almost out of the question. Like, that's too many variables for parlay. But I mean, by all means, trust your gut. Half of what you see, none of what you hear. So,
That's right.
unless you hear it from the Scott Sportscast, then you can trust it. Put a stamp on it.
I know we've been on fire with our latest picks. So we got some differing ones this card. Yeah, we're gonna see. This is gonna be an interesting card. Strange things happen on Fight Island, so I'm
Always do.
excited.
Expect the unexpected.
Give me give me the main event for Fight of the Night. Adesanya Paulo Costa. I got them for Fight of the Night.
Very easily could be, man.
It's so hard to pick. It's so hard.
2 Fight of the Night awards. No.
Two knockout of the nights. That's what I'm going with.
Oh, yeah. Well, you heard it.
Man, I'm already kind of thinking Blanowich, man. See, I told you.
I
It's
know.
just tough, man. I'm going sticking with Reyes, but man, that one's close for me.
I'm
I
going
like
with
Dan. You know what? I'm going with Dan. I'm going with Dan. Give me Blanowich, bro. It's so hard. No, I'm sticking with Reyes. All right, final answer. Boom.
Tell Fight Night.
Till fight.
All right. Any closing comments? Anything you want to touch up on before we close this out?
Yeah, a lot of there's a lot of downplay for this card that I kind of noticed around, but this is an exciting card. You know, Fight Island delivers. And we all know that. So, don't be afraid to tune in and really look forward to all of these fights on this card. Even the undercards got guys like Diego Sanchez on it. So,
Yeah.
people are coming to fight. Um, we got fighters on this card. We got people who love finishes. So look, tune in and be excited. Don't be afraid that the underhype is because of the card. No, it's because this is a very unpredictable card, and that's what makes it super exciting.
2 undefeated fighters going for the belt. And then you have
A new
shoot.
champion at 205.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be one of those nights that's just you'll be glad you watched, I'm sure. So stay tuned, and I want to thank everybody who listened and everybody let us know who you pick and why on any of our social media sites at the Scott Sportscast. Just make sure whenever you watch those fights, you do it safely. Be responsible, but also enjoy watching some people get the snot knocked out of them like I will. So
There's gonna be some slobber knockers on this card. Stay tuned.
my random bold prediction is that someone gets their mouthpiece knocked out this card. So
Oh yeah.
um I want to thank everybody. Stay tuned. We'll have our MMA coaches corner for the Adesanya fight night this weekend, and stay tuned.
Scott Sportscast Nation.